You're watching Public Access Channel 83, WJJA-TV. Later tonight, it's an episode of Rustic Renderings. And at 12, another exciting product from the Just Joshin' Around Home Goods. But coming up next, the hit new show, Myron's Maker Shop and Movie Talk.
Well, howdy, y'all, and welcome to Myron's Maker Shop and Movie Talk. I'm your host, Myron, and oh my lands, I'm just so glad you're here today. I'm fixing to tinker around making a nice big wooden clock, but before I get to that, maybe I should tell y'all a little about myself. My name is Myron Orville Rebecca Bigsley. I'm 23 years young. I was born right here in the heart of Dixie, and I just love to make things and watch movies, sometimes at the same time. I've been making various arts and crafts and things out of wood for a little while now, and since I've been stuck at home here with my mama and my big brother Gary, with all this virus craziness, I figured I'd break out the old video camera and film it all. Usually while I'm working on the projects, I like talking about movies that are related and maybe give some corresponding opinion. Unlike going on a crazy rant about nonsense like some folksy clown in a big stupid hat who looks like a sleepy-eyed simpleton, I don't need to rely on any cheap gimmicks. And I like to keep my talking relevant to the project. Gary likes to pick fun at me for being such a movie nerd, but the joke's on him because I'm the one who's got his own show now. You hear that, Gary? Who's stepping in high cotton now? Anyways, I don't listen to him much because he's about as windy as a sack full of farts. I better get cracking because that clock ain't gonna make itself. Looky here! The first step of making your clock is to figure out what style you want to make. I thought about making a nice old-fashioned sundial, but I figured on cloudy days it wouldn't be much account. So I eventually decided to make one look like this funky design I found on the interwebs. Mama says it looks like a big A with a mustache, and I reckon she's right. Truth be told, it's actually the logo for this highfalutin YouTube feller I seen, who I think might be nuttier than a squirrel turd, cause he seems incapable of making a straightforward project video, and he seems like he has some sort of split personality disorder. Anyways, I just thought it looked kinda neat, so that's what I'm doing. The first piece we're getting into shape is going to be the main body of the clock, which will be a circle. But before we cut it into a circle, you make it into a square and find the exact center and drill a hole. And to help me make the perfect circle, I built this nice jig after first seeing it on another YouTube channel. Fishing Shack? What's that, Mama? Fisher's Shop. Oh, thanks, Mama. Mama helps me with the words on account that my vision ain't the best for reading. Just fine for power tools, though. That's a joke. Shut up, Gary! Mama, he's doing it again. Anyways, this jig makes it real easy to make circles of any shape or size or shape. Well, just a circle, really. That fish stick fella really knows his stuff, and he's got all kinds of jigs for any project. If you want to make one of these for yourself, well, just go watch the video or buy the plans, you doofus, and you'll be getting jiggy with it, too. Once the circle is all done, move on to the next part by gluing on some templates to some plywood, and use a bandsaw and or a scroll saw, or if you don't have those, you can use a jigsaw, to cut out all the face pieces and the numbers and such to the correct shapes. Now you might be wondering, Myron, why are you making a clock in the first place? Well, while you go ahead and cut out all your face pieces, I'll tell you. During this darn pandemic, I only had one chance that I was able to shoot out to the local theater, and me and Gary went to see that Tent movie, which was more about like time and spies and junk than it was about tents, but it turned out to be pretty good anyways. But still, they didn't do any camping or nothing, so it was a little misleading. Anyways, it was made by that Christabel Merlin feller that did them Batman movies. You know, the guy that always puts a bunch of funky time stuff in his movies. And in this one, he just kept switching directions on me and turning things this way and that. And I was like, whoa! Simmer down there, Chrysalis, and let me catch my breath. Starting to go cross-eyed. Anyways, it's about how these two good guys played by that Jimmy Dean Washburn and that Richie Gunderson, you know, that sparkle-chested feller from them vampire movies. And they're trying to stop this Russian gangster feller from destroying the world with a clock powered by gamma radiation that can make the whole planet spin backwards like in the Superman movie. Except it wouldn't be for good. It would be to, you know, kill people. Anyways, the good guys have to use all sorts of spycraft, time manipulation, fancy camera work, and general chicanery to achieve any success. The whole thing was a non-stop thrill ride filled with twists and turns, some really good acting performances, and great practical special effects. And it was masterfully directed once again by that Norman feller. All in all, it was a pretty good flick, and I'd definitely give it 2 thumbs up. But the thing I noticed while watching it was that I need a good clock of my own. Not really one that's radioactive and is capable of destroying the world. Just one that'll help me make sure I never burn my pizza rolls again. Anyways, now that your face pieces are all cut out, you can go ahead and make everything the color or shade you're wanting. For me, I wanted the big A and the numbers to be nice and dark, while the mustache pieces would stay pretty bright. And for the circle, well, I just wanted the shade on it to be somewhere in between. For the actual clock mechanism, it's just a basic set from my local arts and crafts store. It's nice because it has all the pieces you need and it's powered by a battery. To attach it, you just poke it through that little hole you drilled and put on the washer and the little lock nut. Once the nut is tightened and your clock guts are secure, you're ready to start putting on your face pieces. To attach all those pieces into place, you could use a combination of methods. For the bigger pieces, I use some brad nails. And for everything else, I just use some crazy glue. You can use pretty much anything you want to, but I would just recommend testing it out using some scrap pieces first. Like, I wasn't too sure if this crazy glue would stick to a stained surface, but it did just fine. Otherwise, I might have had to use a little wad of bubblegum for every number. Once the face pieces are attached, it's time to put the hands on the clock. The method for doing this will vary with each specific type of clock kit that you buy. But just be sure to follow the directions and you'll be fine. And before you know it, your clock is all done. Not too hard, huh? Well, would you look at that? Nothing short of enchanting. Simply enchanting. Oh my lands, I just capital LOVE how this clock turned out. But how's yours look? Hopefully as good or better than this one. What's that, Mama? Oh, there we go. Better? Okay. I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun making this project, and I'm just so happy you joined me here today. I hope you liked what you saw, and if you did, give me a big old thumbs up. And if you didn't, well, just go ahead and keep that to yourself. Okay? Thanks for watching Myron's Maker Shop and Movie Talk, your new, better home for rustic wood projects and movie commentary. We'll see you again. Toodaloo!
Well, that dirty, rotten, no good